historic documentary on our work, so huge round of applause for the work.
All right, Maurice.
Well, this is the eve of Donnie D's birthday, yo.
Yeah.
So this one's for him. In the two documentaries, Evolution of Hip Hop and Organized Noise, along with the NWA biopic Straight Outta Compton, my childhood icons Ice Cube, Outkast, Dr. Dre, Tupac Shakur, and many other legends remind me in order to remain true to your influences, you must give in to the newest that don't understand the true talent that you have. Allow me to propose that I am the Donnie D American. I'm Donnie D American, and my parents' influences of George Clinton, Earth, Wind and Fire, the Spinners, Motown legends including the Jackson 5, and the late Marvin Gaye continues to electrify millions who enjoy hearing the old school. I actually identify these tunes as throwbacks for the 60s and 70s. I'm Donnie D American. I enjoy the scenes of Omar X's JQ for the 1992 Tupac film Juice, where he rehearses and scratches against the majesty you all wanted to juice, destroying the brain of the upbeat style to pump it up for the vacuous crowd. That was my time when a mixed masters beat with the other is settled in a DJ battle in the United States. I'm Donnie D American, and I don't care if the new school crappy music for repetitives, including those fools Robin Thicke and Pharrell of untalented fools with stealing Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up for blurred lines. But I still have mercy for my rap influence T.I. because he wrote his own words. He just needs to be careful on who he collaborates with. I'm Donnie D American, and the sounds and poems of Gil Scott-Heron has lifted my father's spirits to the stratosphere with a bottle, inspiring him on the date of April 26th of 2016 to perform a new deal in which he states that in believing his convictions, he's been convicted of his beliefs. I'm Donnie D American, and the legacies of the world's most dangerous group, NWA, the political public enemy, and the bad boy death row beef have flown through the veins of the people who understand the realest crap. Lastly, I am the Donnie D American, and during the tragedy of a fellow poet who means a lot to me, that man has remixed her words into the hip-hop sound on the 12th of February last year. Because not only that my allowance with him is formed, we will continue to show the world that the old school era will not get screwed over again and again until the day we no longer exist. But the legacy will continue. Happy belated birthday, Donnie D.
So sensitive.
Tease the season.
So sensitive.
So is there anyone else before we get? I know it's early. Sorry. I know we're rolling with the boat, y'all. So if there's anyone else, no? Then hang on. I have Rooster's bio.
Anyone but
Sorry.
anyone but
So, off the top of my head, Rooster was there when I first ever performed on mic, and so, and Estes, Hamana, Rocky, and Eddie will all be really close to me because they're people from the poets from the community that came out to the open mic that I organized as the president of MASA, Mexican American Student Association. And so that was my first time performing in March, and you all were there, and ever since every event that has been part of the poetry community. Y'all are always been super supportive, so I thank Rooster so much. So when I made like the flyers, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. Like Rooster's really special, and yeah, so thank you for that. That's just like my personal thing, but I have your artist bio, which is, all right, so Christopher Rooster Martinez, he's a spoken word poet, an educator from San Antonio, Texas. He's a graduate student at Our Lady of the Lake. He's doing an MFA program in creative writing, literature, and social justice. He is the 2014 Grand Slam champion of San Antonio and represented the city 3 times in the National Poetry Slam and 7 times at the regional competition. Rooster is an organizer and coach with Fresh Ink Youth Slam and co-founder of the blog Poetry Spot. His work has appeared or is forthcoming in the Pittsburgh Poetry Review, Pilgrimage Press, Sagebrush Review. He has performed at numerous venues throughout Texas, TEDxQ, San Antonio, universities, high schools, Una Noche de Gloria, Art Festival, the Al Dhafra Air Base in Abu Dhabi. In 2015 and 2016, he was awarded Writers Residency at Lanier High School, and like I said, he was at the Peace Market this year. So let's have a huge round. Oh, and he's also selling his chapbooks. Yes, and let's have a huge round of applause for Rooster.
Boo.
How's everyone doing?
Great.
My voice is not really that deep. I just felt like trying it out like that once. Thank you all for coming out. I hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. Holidays are almost here. Thank you so much to Barrio Barista for putting this on. This is like year 2 coming up for y'all, right? So this is like great. Like more and more poetry spots are just popping up left and right all over the city, and it's a wonderful thing to see because we're like the 7th largest in the nation, and there's really no excuse. Like you could have these happening every week, and it's just wonderful. I'm gonna read a few poems out of my latest chapbook, Sangria, which I do have for sale, and I'll give more details on that later. But first, this is a true story. After over 365 days, after what I thought was a fruitful relationship, she tells me that we're lacking, that we no longer have the same romance and passion, and it's in that moment as she's about to leave her dorm room in a fury of flame attitude with her eyes looking like drowning capsules that she turns to me and she says that she always wished for Paris and that I could never give her that. So in the solitude of her room, out of some popsicle sticks and glue, I created the Eiffel Tower. I wrote Je t'aime on 55 post-it notes and scattered them, smoked the last of her cigarettes, farted, and left. Later, when I received a text from her, it said, "You are a douche." Great French word. I responded back, "Oui." Thank you. That poem is not in the chat book, but it's kind of trying to set a tone here. This next poem is in the chat book. This is called 1995 in San Antonio, after Hanif Willis Abdurrahim. 1995. Before the streetlights turn on, dealers hid in broad day, preferred doing dirt after dust drapes our neighborhoods like plastic covers on couches. Every kid in the West Side in 1995 wanted to be Vinny Del Negro. Forgot the NBA player stands 6'4" while most of us never grow past 5'7". but he looked like us, and hoop dreams became stunning. Kids played all summer hoping to hit a game-winning shot, but then the movie Friday came out, and like a weekend in summer, it confused us. Everyone saw the film and couldn't discern the truth from the fiction. We died laughing. Historically, tears varnish the truth in our comedy. Who hasn't lost a job around here? Idle is every day, and the world keeps spinning on the face of this earth sometimes. It's hard to know if you're moving or not. So kids who couldn't grow into NBA dreams opted out, became big worm instead. New neighborhood basketball slowly deflated, and the street lights came on, and less of us went home. We stopped playing basketball, stopped watching the NBA altogether, watched the world drive by while cocaine like street lights bright lit up the block all night. Tonight, Nicole is in love with something new. The spike makes her higher than herself, lets her love herself for once, and once, Grandma said all you need is love and the belief in something higher than yourself, but Nicole pricked her skin and God came through. I think she was confused. Tonight, who needs daylight? Our best years might already be behind us and the mayhem is in full swing. Who needs direction in a labyrinth? School, who needs books if everything's on fire? Senora quit yelling herself hoarse, trying to get these kids indoor after the streetlights glow. That time when nothing good ever happens and people become the smoke they choke to death on. And I document everything my eyes weren't too afraid to see. And I recall every lost apology my cousin gave when things came up missing, and I miss her. And to this day, I still want to sink a game-winning shot and tell the world I'm from right here. So I had this interesting moment earlier today. Someone backed into my car, and it wasn't that big a deal. But as I was walking to my car, I saw there was a police officer there writing a report, and this nice looking white couple by my car. But I still get very instinctively tense when I see cops, and I remember having this whole moment on the way up there, man, I need to fix that about myself. I just can't be so tense around cops. Because this cop's probably not even there for me anyway. And then he turned out to be there for me anyway. And I was like, okay. But it was weird because he stops and he's like, oh, can you give me your occupation? And I was like, I'm a writer. And we had this weird exchange, I don't know what to do. I would just put self-employed. I'm like, thanks, man. I say that to say this, San Antonio has one of the worst literacy rates in the country, so we need to keep that in mind, and I think we should all just tell the cops that we're writers, or just everybody in this room quit their job and let's just be writers. I'm with that. This poem is not about being a writer. This poem is about something that happened in grad school. After a colleague mentioned that she doesn't appreciate authors of color because their words are too abrasive. Abrasive, adjective, 1. Rough textured, used for rubbing, grinding, or scraping. 2. Having a rough quality used to make something shiny or smooth. 3. Very unpleasant or irritating. 4. Hell yeah, my words are abrasive. They are concertina, barbed wire wrapped, fenced in by a nation and waiting to be deported. My words do not settle nicely into new neighborhoods. They seek to settle into South Texas like the espinas on agave plants. My words talk back to a God they never asked for. It's hard to be seen sometimes, so sometimes I speak my words rough. Because rough is the only way to get heard, be it brown Barrio kid with an attitude, be it educated vato, be it hecho and tejas. I am taken seriously only when they see me as a threat. Abrasive, be hip hop. be Juno Diaz, be Chuck Berry's guitar strings, abrasive be like the definitions we find ourselves in dictionaries because the smoothest shit we do never gets taught in history. Abrasive be like most brown kids in the classroom because we get irritated to the point of raw, and it's easy to sound so irritable when all I have is an unacknowledged history, an attitude to scrape by, and a peace sign in my pocket for the day I can take it out and it not be a middle finger. And see, I brandish my middle finger because I buried the index next to triggers I refuse to pull on my own people or other brown people or the soldier for a country that would still see me harassed by police that swore to serve and protect me. So yes, ma'am, sure you're right. Brown be abrasive. Our authors too black and brown, too exotic and immigrant. The accent marks in our language sometimes a little too loud for such quiet bookshelves. But how can we apologize for this raw and blood and sinew that the country gave us? This language that we have to use to redefine ourselves. So yes, man, we are abrasive. We are a culture clawing to exist. So thank you for noticing. And everyone can go like patron the bar and buy some coffee, some delicious coffee here. Thank you so much to Gilbert for all his amazing confectionery wizardry behind horchata lattes and the rest. This is a poem I actually got inspired here at one of the Barrio Baristas open mics. So. From either coast and at the bottom of the map, I wax and wane poetics at my local cafe. Engage with the bureaucracy of words, cryptic little words abounding with the right and wrong, all or nothing every second when a poet, Alan, walks in and sits. Jewish bodhisattva without eye contact as if he and I were lifelong friends. He quickly reaches and peruses the menu. He asks me, what's good here? Ginsberg, I like Corso, Burroughs, Kerouac. Less traveled, but just as puro. He says there aren't any great cities left in America. He speaks softly but with clear authority. He says the mechanisms in man ache the heart. I say, I recommend the horchata latte and the barbacoa grilled cheese sandwich. And what the hell did you mean by that last statement? He says most vegetarians are okay to eat fish because they don't have feelings like other animals. Says maybe we believe that because fish wouldn't need vocal cords underwater. Says this country is underwater and we are the fish. His voice quivers slightly, a quake in my landmass, and orders the barbacoa grilled cheese and horchata latte from a former Navy, Mexicano, Americano, barista named Gilbert. And upon service, Alan says this is a confusing dish. I say it's the most puro thing in that town. He says that word, I've heard it all day. Where does it land in your world? I say it's like life, but it's not like that. It translates to pure, but it's not like that. And Ginsberg asks, is it ever? I say, yeah. It's like getting what we were expecting, and it's exactly as what was expected, good or bad. That is puro. It will be the way it is regardless of its conditions. Take here, for instance. The city cannot forget itself or its multitudes. It wishes to fit into better sweatshirts, but loves tacos too much. And for as much spirit that we derive from dancing, we get just as much from beer and familia and sex or bad sex. And why wouldn't we? Because out there is a country where people step out each day on the wrong foot and hope. Here, we know what we're getting and we're satiated, but we never leave the table early because we have so much love. We aren't gassed up on our own chingon. In the hierarchy of blackbirds, grackles come in third. In the hierarchy of sainted cities, we land behind San Fran and Diego, but check it. St. Anthony is the saint of lost or stolen things. Grackles fly everywhere here, and we find lost things like you. I found you in a coffee shop on Culebra that smells more like cooked meals than cafe. It's puro, like life. Far from any coast, a brilliant American kettled in a sweltering kitchen infused us with the rest of this country, all within a sandwich and a drink. It's who we are in all things. We are not new and old, different and the same, but puro. And when you vanish, I will remember this moment before I eventually vanish too. Before sunset, eternity drinks me. It's then he sips the horchata latte and nods approvingly, pushes the sandwich toward me, says, I'm vegetarian, but I think I get the gist. And what exactly is barbacoa? I say you don't want to know. But trust that it's delicious, and isn't that what we really want? Thank you. So I'm gonna do one last poem. I'm 33 years old this year, and that's really cool to me because I did not think I was gonna live past 25. Wild shit aside, I'm very glad to just be able to say that I do poems that people enjoy. And then when I get positive feedback from anybody who's like, I read something you did, or recently I had a poem in the Huffington Post, and people were like, this is cool, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. This is crazy. So I'm very thankful for every opportunity to get and share my words and meet new people. I was originally born in Tacoma, Washington, which is weird. I don't remember it at all. And my mom would always say, like, don't you ever want to go back to where you were born, Nico? I'm like, no. Why? There's trees and Sasquatch. But I was baptized at San Martin de Porres on the west side, and that's all why this has always been my home forever, and will continue to be. So, with that being said, this is a poem about Santo. I'm sorry, did I fuck up the mood? Like, everyone seems somber. I'm just here talking about, like, sorry, my bad, I don't need to get, like, I'm in my emotions, I hope, I'm sorry.
Spit roast.
Throw out what you think you know. I said, throw out what you think you know. Santo, we are like Las Vegas in a blackout. We are a winless Chicago city that never sleeps because siestas don't count. We are a white rabbit rockout. We are like nuclear enchiladas, cigarettes, King Kong nachos from Chachos. We love anything that will kill us that much quicker. Our city, your city. We are at the epicenter of a countdown, 210. We are ever always a combination of people ready to explode. From the south side, aggressive street drivers where the stray dogs run the street posted up or laying down. Where they have $2 Lone Star sold on every corner. Where there's a North St. Mary strip of hipsters that have not so holy hobbies of bar hopping, where you can catch us bar hopping every first Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, even Tuesdays. Okay, we drink every day. But we are persistent cyclists. Even when you run us over, we just keep pedaling, stretch it out, shake it off like the moo-moo wearing ladies. We shake it off like teen pregnancy rates. We shake it off like repping Northside Whole Food shopping, like HEB Westside half food shopping. Puro San Anton, Puro San Anton. This poem is for every dance floor that plays at least twice. Suavemente. And wobble when she wobble, when she wobble, when she wobble. We are ever always a combination of people, so come on in, where we are Red Rocket reppin', and that is not a sexual reference. And when Tim Duncan hugs the ball before tip-off, you know it's about to go down. We are the starving artists who dip the Tower of America needle into the veins of star jammers after crash landing here, where we got folklorico dances for days, where you can put a week on it, where you can put a fiesta on it, charge $20 for cover, just try not to get stabbed at Nyosa, and that is not a sexual reference. This is our city, where la gente rule, where we kick out cold ones to young ones to keep our most intoxicated city title royally crowned, where the peacocks off Babcock spread their wings, slightly resembling the shattered glass map of 1604, where the 5-time champs ruled the river, passing out autographs like Chamoy from the Ice Cream Man, kiss the rings, and that is not a Catholic joke, but here, we're all Mexican, black, Mexican, white, Mexican, Asians, Mexicans, Colombians, Mexicans, Irish, Mexicans, Szechuan province Chinese, Mexicans, Australians, Mexicans, Kiwis, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. We are ever always a brilliant, beautiful combination of people, Sanando, this is you. It's serendipitous that we all landed on the back fat of America, but they will learn to like us. Call us love handles, our ghosts dare you to get a grip on all this culture, because anyone knows that with a corazón this big that we love hard. We don't know the next time they'll look our way. Maybe if we win another championship or Haley's Comet crash lands in Hemisphere Park, but until then, we have this moment right here, right now to take it and make it ours. Alamo City, defend your walls and find me on Main Street among the 2,187,000 hearts. And we can scream. We do not fit neatly inside any box. We do not live underneath Davy Crockett's coonskin cap. We are not just some travel destination. We are ever always a combination of people, Santo, where you can either learn to like you or forget you, Holmes. Thank you all so much for coming out. Don't forget to go patronize Gilbert over there. Supporting local business is amazing, especially when it's a business like this that allows artists to come out and share their voice. So thank you, Jess, and thank you all. I'm gonna